Hi everyone, welcome back to How to IT. I'm Belle and today we're going to dive into the wonderful world of electronic note-taking with OneNote. OneNote is an all-in-one digital note-taking tool made by Microsoft. OneNote is available to download on your preferred browser or on your Play Store on iOS or Android. Please note that there is two versions of the OneNote app currently. There is OneNote and OneNote for Windows 10. Microsoft is currently converting them into the OneNote app. For this tutorial today, we will be using the OneNote app. You can find links to download the OneNote app in the description box below. Okay, here we are. Ready to open OneNote. Now, as I said previously, you can download this on any browser or on Android or iOS, depending on your choice of platform. It can work on desktop, laptop, and mobile phones. If you sign in with your Microsoft account, you can actually sync all your OneNote notebooks with OneDrive, and then you can access these on any device that you own that you're signed into that account with. Okay, so let's get started. Let's open OneNote. So if we come here, go down, press start. My OneNote's here. If yours isn't, just go up to all apps and scroll down until you get to OneNote. OneNote is actually also a part of Microsoft 365. That's the online sort of version of it at the moment. You can also use that with this tutorial. Right now we're just going to click on OneNote. So I've already logged in. You can see up here I'm logged in. This is my uni pages at the moment. So right now we're going to press new. Now we have to give the notebook a name. Also, to make sure that your notebooks sync across all devices, you need to make sure you save it onto the OneDrive. Otherwise it won't work. So we've got OneNote. Notebook name, let's call this tutorial, and create notebook. Okay, so our notebook's been created. We can invite people to share the notebook. You can do this by their email account. At the moment, we're not going to share, so I'm going to say not now. Okay, so this is what OneNote looks like. Up the top here, we have our notebook name, which is tutorial. Think of this like you are opening a fresh, clean notebook. So inside that notebook, you can create sections. So these are these up here. We've got new section. I like to think of these as chapters in a book. And we can name these chapters. So if we right click, we can press rename. let's call this shopping lists. Let's add another section. We can call this things to do, and another one, we can call this one passwords. Each of these tabs, you can also right click on them and you can change the color. So you can go yellow, green, red, purple, blue, any color that you want. And you can do that for all of them. Okay? So this is our notebook, and these are our sections within our notebook or our chapters. So this down here would then be our page. Now you can have unlimited pages and you can name each page. So this is our shopping list section. So we could have Monday's shopping list. We could even write a date. So we could say 13th of February. Oops. Let's say we're going to have a special family gathering dinner that I've got to do a special shopping list for. So what we could do is we could go over here and add another page, and then we could write family dinner, and then we can press down here anywhere on the page, like absolutely anywhere, and then just start typing. So let's add some notes. So our family dinner, we're going to cook a pork roast. We want mashed potato. Okay, so we have our shopping list for our family dinner. And you can even customize your text. But first, if we don't like this here, we can actually hover over this grey bar up here and our mouse changes, and then we can click and then drag this anywhere on the page that we want to. So this page is absolutely infinite. It can go on for days downwards and can go on for days to the right. So it can be as big as you need it to be. So don't worry about running out of space. So if we highlight our text, we have our little action bar that pops up. So this gives us choices like changing the font size, styles, indents. We can do tag as things to do. We can do a number list. We can do a bullet list. We can change the font color, highlight the text, underline, italic the text, and bold. So we could do the bullets, and we could change the font to orange, and we could make it a lot bigger than it is. We could, because this is a list as well, we could change it to things to do. So as we're shopping on our mobile phone, we can start ticking off, okay, we got the pork roast, we got the mashed potato, we got the baby carrot. I just need broccoli, beans, and stuff to make a chocolate lava cake. So it becomes very powerful. Okay, so I like a very clean blanket workspace. However, if you like to know what your options are, you can come up to here where it says File, Home, Insert, Drawer, History, Review, View, and Help. So if we click on Home, you can see more options for your font, headings, and stuff like that. If you want to be able to see this view the whole time, you can come down to this little drop down arrow. You can say always show ribbon, and then you'll always see this ribbon up here. You can also label things that are important. Okay, so we're going to go to things to do, our section there. We're going to label this chores. And we're going to insert, if we go up to the top here to the insert tab, we can insert a table, a file printout, a file attachment, a Excel spreadsheet, a screen clipping, pictures, online video, links, audio, video recordings, date, time. It's endless. So I'm just going to show you a couple of these. So we're going to create a chore chart, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can add to this OneNote page. So first, I'm going to have a table. I'm going to draw my table. We're going to have 5 chores, and there's 7 days of the week. Okay, so now we have our table. Now, again, we can move that anywhere that we want to. So this is going to be called chores. Then we have Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so our first chore could be taking the rubbish out. Our next chore could be washing the dishes. Okay, so we've got our days of the week and our chores. Now we could actually even liven this up a little bit. So if we go into insert and go across, and there's pictures, and we'll go from online, and let's search for rubbish. Let's insert this one, press insert. And now we have a pretty picture that displays our rubbish. Now we can make this bigger. And then you can also adjust the width of the column. Actually, we'll just move it over. like that. And then we can write Susan taking the rubbish out on Mondays. Mike's taking the rubbish out on Tuesdays. Gail is taking it out on Wednesdays, and so forth and so forth. And you can add a picture to each of these. So let's do it again. So picture, online. You can choose your hard drive. I don't have any pictures associated with this stuff on my hard drive, so let's use this one. And there we go, another picture. And of course you can jazz it up. You can grab these, go to home, make them a little bit bigger. Let's change the font to Arial Black. And let's change it to purple. And you could even add a picture here for your kids' photos, so you don't even have to write their name. All right, you can even add an Excel spreadsheet to OneNote. So if we go to Insert again, Spreadsheet, we can add an existing Excel spreadsheet or a new Excel spreadsheet. So if we press New, it'll load in a new spreadsheet. Notice the name. So the name is Chores Spreadsheet because our page is called Chores. Let's create another page. Let's name it Things That I Should Read. Okay, so you can attach a file in two ways. You can print it out, which is called File Printout, or you can attach it as a file. So we'll do a file printout first. Let's go to, I think I've got some documents. Yep. So I've got a Word document there. It is going to print it out onto my note page. And there we go. So this is where it is. It tells me exactly where it is on my computer. And then this is the full printout. So it's like you printed it from a printer. This is what exactly you would see with Pages. Okay? So a file attachment is like attaching a file to an email. So if we go over here, and by the way, wherever this cursor is, that's where the file printout or file attachment or picture or anything that you insert is going to end up on your OneNote page. So if we go File Attachment, we're going to click the same file and we're going to go Insert. Now it says Attach File or Insert Printout. So this is the printout. We're going to just attach the file. Now we have a clickable file that when we click it, it opens the file that you want. So it's very powerful in the way that you can have multiple documents on the one page and you can open them easily. Okay, I wanted to show you another thing. Right now we're in Word. this is the same script that we were looking at before, and you can actually go to File, Print, and choose the OneNote desktop, and then Print. Now our little OneNote is blinking. It's got a notification for us. So if we click on that, we can then choose what page we would like to print that Word document. So this one, it says things to do, is the current section that we're in. So if we click on that and press OK, it has now printed that printout. It's made a new page called Printout. Now you can record video directly to OneNote, and you can record audio directly to OneNote. Another cool feature is we just add a new page, and let's call this Page Templates. And we click on this, click on Page Templates. It opens up another little window, and we can choose, let's go lecture notes and study questions. What does that one look like? So here it's got the title, the date, today's topics, announcements, homework, lecture topic, summary, study questions. So it's just a little template to help you get started. Now if we click on history class notes, we've got this one. I've actually got the dark theme on, so that's probably why it looks a little bit weird. There is also business ones, so meeting notes, if you have to take meeting notes for so you could take meeting notes, so meeting title, let's say business. You can have all the agenda, you can have all the attendees, and it just makes it so much easier. And then if you needed to, you could have a different page with each business meeting notes on it in one notebook. So another thing OneNote can do is maths. So we have things to do section, and we have a page called maths homework. So we can go to insert and go to equations. We can have area of circle equation. We can also do 1 times 1 equals, and it gives us the answer. 4 times 5 equals. You can also use a digital pen on OneNote as well. If you come up to the drawer, so there's a couple other things that you can insert on OneNote. If we go to draw, we can go and choose a shape, and we can click and drag, and then a rectangle appears. We can right click on that rectangle. Okay, if your computer can do it as well, you can also use pen. Use a digital pen on your notebook. You can use the mouse as well if you want to. So if I come up here, we can click on the red marker, and we can write hello. And we can write little notes like history essay is due 15th of Feb. You can also use the rubber and rub stuff out. You can use a ruler. That way you can draw straight lines. You can twist it around. We can also take this a step further. Let's undo the ruler and say maths notes, and we can insert or add a background. So there's grids and lines. And then we can you can actually write in between the lines, just like a book. Now you can also share your notebook. So if we go to shopping lists, say your partner was on their way home from work and said, oh, what do you want me to pick up? You can then go up the top here and press share. You can email a copy of the page, so it will just be this. You can copy a link to the notebook, and then you can share the entire notebook. So if we share the entire notebook, I clicked on someone's email and I pressed send. So now they're going to have access to shopping lists, things to do section, and passwords. They have access to the entire notebook. So now if you see, this is the email that I received that they want to share a notebook with me. So I can press open. And we have access to the notebook. So if we go to family dinner, we can then see, we still need to get broccoli, beans, and chocolate lava cake. I can even write something here. I'll grab these after work. Now we can see our comment here. I'll grab these after work. We named this section passwords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on these pages. We're going to delete these pages. We're going to add a new page and say passwords. Now we can actually come up to Review and then go to Password section. So for the current section, Passwords, we can set a password. Now, if you forget this password, you will never be able to recover what's in this section. So that's a big warning. Like, there's no way you can't reset your password. You just have to remember it. So I'm just going to write password. Obviously, you choose your own password and press OK. You can remove the password by clicking the password and say remove password. You have to type in the password to remove it and press OK. Now it doesn't have a password. Now say we wanted to delete this section, we just right click on passwords and press delete and yes. And you can have a lot of sections, as many as you wanted to. So one way I use OneNote, just an example, we can go to File, press Open. This is for my uni courses this semester. So my notebook is called Semester 1, 2023, and then I have sections. This is my first course that I'm taking called Promoting Inclusive Practices. And then down the side, I've got O week, so that's orientation week. And then week 1 notes, week 2 notes, week 3 notes, week 4, so on and so forth. Then assignment notes, assignment 1, assignment 2, and exam notes. So this is how I like to set up my OneNote, and sometimes I even add. So we've got week 1 notes here. If we add another page, we can bring this page up and put it under week 1 notes. Then we can title this week 1 reading. And we can have printouts of the reading that we needed to do, or we could just have attachments, file attachments of the reading. So we can just come in here and just run and grab it and start studying straight away. We can also make this a little bit tidier, and if we right click on week 1 reading, we can then make this a sub page. This makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on. So that's a basic crash course of Microsoft OneNote. I hope this video helps you get started on your digital note-taking journey. Stay tuned for more videos about Microsoft Office 365 and your favorite digital note-taking app, OneNote. Happy note-taking, and I'll see you in the next video.